growth mindset, stretch up. If you think the scenario is fixed mindset, just go low like this. Okay, like you were dropping, okay? Dying. Okay, you ready? Okay. My children is having some problem in the math homework. I am always bad at math, even at school. Back when I was in high school, my worst subject is math. I'm just going to pass this math problem to my spouse, to my partner, and I will just avoid this problem. I will never be good at math. I cannot teach my children. I cannot. Oh, something is growth mindset. Okay, come on up. Can I ask why do you think this is growth mindset?
This is you are not good in math. I think
I'm not good in
you are in
number.
another subject.
Oh.
You're not good in math.
Siya naman yung nagsasabi.
Oh, that's a different perspective. That's so nice. But in that case, if you are giving up on teaching your children, you are actually giving up, right? You're fixed. You're not growing. Okay. Now, if you say, "Oh, my children is having a math problem," but if we learn together, maybe we can solve it together. What is this now? Growth mindset. Yes, it's growth mindset now. Okay, hands down. One more. I'm looking into how to cook a steak really nicely. I want medium rare. I've been cooking for 2 times already. I still get well done every time. I'm just gonna give up. Steak is not for me. What is this? Great, yes. Okay, now if I have a steak I want to cook, I think I would like to try more by cooking 20 seconds less. I'm gonna try cooking steak more. What do you think? Growth mindset. Okay, great job. Sit down. This is so easy for you. I told you this is so these are just some small examples. So when you talk to your children, start with something small so that they know it's easier to do when the parent is doing together with them. Now we are going to talk about positive self-talk.
Positive self-talk when facing challenges. Everyone faces many failures, even though she grew up to be very strong. It is hard to face failures. Do not say bad things to yourself. That takes away your power. Failure is a normal part of everyone's life. It's okay to get things wrong, as long as we keep learning from them. Be kind and encourage yourself. Being kind to yourself gives you extra power to face challenges in a healthy and smart way. At the beginning, you may only know a little, but as you learn new things in a healthy way, you will be able to do and know more and more. This gives you the power to grow and do great things.
Okay, so when we say positive self-talk, when we encourage our friends or our children, it's easy for us to say, "Oh yeah, keep going, don't give up." These are all good talk, right?
Yes.
But we also need to practice that talk to ourselves. Yeah. So it's easy for us to say, "Yes, you can do it." But do you often practice this self-talk to yourself? Yes, can do more often so that your children also can practice this positive self-talk. And I would say this one, I don't know, especially in the Chinese culture, it's not very normal for us to encourage ourselves. We would just say, "Oh, maybe I'm okay, maybe I'm not." But for me, it's especially useful for me because I'm really good at encouraging my friends. I can say whatever encouraging things you can think of, but I will not say these things to myself. But after learning all these things, I know that I actually have to say it out loud so that I know that I can do it. So, for example, when we're doing some project at the office, Daphne may say, "Oh, Rachel, I believe in you." But sometimes I would just say, "No, I don't think so." But if I actually say what Daphne is saying to me, and I'm saying that to myself, it's a good practice for me. So that with positive self-talk, with keep practicing and practicing, your children will be able to know that doing the positive self-talk has to do with having the growth mindset. If you have the growth mindset only, but not using positive self-talk. It's just a mindset here. It's just like a theory here, but they are not using it in real life. But if they're combining growth mindset with positive self-talk, then they will be able to use it someday when they're facing challenges. Okay, now let's do resilience. Miss Daphne is going to give us a pencil, and we are going to play some games. Later on, yes, we are going to put a pencil on top of your, on the back of your hand, and you need to do it closed eyes, okay? Close eyes, and you need to throw the pencil up and catch it. Okay. Yeah. So let's do that. Remember to close eyes. Don't throw at your friends. Close eyes. Let's do 10 times. Okay. Your goal is to do 10 times. Okay. Do not cheat. Do not open your eyes. You need to be close, and then try to throw the pencil higher and catch. Okay. Ready? Go. 10 times. 10 times. 10 times. If you can do 10, do 20 if you can. Higher. Come on, higher. Ano pa namin yung kurang? Going even higher. Come on, not just a little bit.
Higher down.
Someone already gets his. Correct. Yeah, good job. 10 up. 20. Seriously, 20? Wow, did you close your eyes? No, sometimes you go cheat. Like this. Yeah. Yeah. Higher is easier. Higher is more difficult. Okay. Higher. Oh, yeah. Front, right? Okay. Higher. You cannot. That's why I said higher is difficult. Okay, last 5 seconds. A few of you got 20. Okay, now please pass your pencil all the way to your left side so that we can collect your pencil. Pass your pencil to the left Okay, did anyone get almost 20? 19? Okay, that's not bad. How about over 10 to 15? Anyone 10 to 15? Okay, anyone 5 to 10? Okay, most of you. But do you guys find it easier with the more practice you have? Yeah. You get to know the speed, the balance, the position, and which way you grab it, right? So this is about resilience. None of you give up when you were doing the game. So this is what resilience is about. When we are playing this, If we tell ourselves, oh no, I'm not good at it at all. This is negative self-talk. But if we combine the positive self-talk with resilience, you guys can even get 20, right? Just like you.
But the distance only is
Like a small one, right?
But for
Nikas
higher,
na ano,
I
landaya.
cannot make it.
But do you think you guys can get it more if you practice more with higher distance?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sure you can, right? Just with practice. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes being resilient is not only keep practicing, but when you fall down, you don't give up. You keep coming back up. Yeah. And I can see that mostly usually from when we talk to domestic workers. They have so much resilience. You guys have to work so hard for your family and also have to take care of yourself and your children. Your resilient superpower is so amazing. But how do we also nurture our children to have that? That is another thing that you need to work on. Also, of course, with positive self-talk, you can play this game with your children. Demonstrate what you have been doing in your daily life to demonstrate resilience. And sometimes I know when you talk to your family and children, you may only share the happy things, right? You will try to avoid the troublesome things, the bad things, because you don't want to worry them. You don't want them to worry you. But I think sometimes when you actually have the courage to share with your family how you handle the situation, how you use your superpower, is also another learning lesson for them too. Yeah. So of course, sharing with them the good news is great, but sharing with them sometimes the bad news is also a learning lesson for yourself too. So that when you look back, when you reflect, you will realize how much superpower you have been using. Yeah.
Yes.
So have anyone ever tried to talk about any of the superpower, any of the growth mindset or resilience with the children? Have you guys used any of these when you guys are talking? Like when you're discussing with the children, yeah. Okay, how did you teach your children to use it? You just say, oh, use this. But how will you say it with your children? Encouraging them. Sometimes because for teenagers especially, do you think they will just tune out easily, or they will actually listen to you?
Not easy to listen.
They will listen.
Sometimes.
Sometimes no. But how will you? How will you deal with it if they don't listen? If they are really
Upset, angry, very upset.
How will you handle it if your children is really like not listening to your advice at all?
If my son didn't listen to me, I didn't force. I just said, just keep time, and then I will call back later. I not force my son, because if I force my son, the more he didn't listen, the more he get mad,